This is 92 acres in size. They're asking to take the zoning from AG to CG commercial. The PUD would allow for several different types of land use. Retail, commercial, general commercial, assisted living center, multiple family developments, and a trade center or office warehouse type development like you see. The report goes into detail how I believe that this is consistent with our comprehensive plan. It is designated corridor. The corridor district does anticipate CG zoning. There are some things in there that I believe should be modified. Case in point, development area A is up along 121st Street South. It would allow for all the uses permitted in CS. I think use unit 19 in particular could be a little bit more intensive than would be appropriate, considering this is directly across the street from Fox Holland.
It's like buying a car and driving it for a year before you get your warranty on it.
I'm not against the project, that's not the point. But I don't know what other than zoning changes, I don't know what I'm voting on.
With those and certain recommendations that are designed to not only be consistent with our previous action on a multifamily PUD, but also to ensure that whatever multifamily is developed in this PUD is of the highest quality. Those are the conditions that are listed in the report as recommended for your consideration. There's a lot of uses here. There's a long list of recommendations. I do anticipate questions, and I'll be happy to receive them.
What happens in a situation like this, and I've done another recently, but if you've got a large tract, you don't know your particular users at that time. And the PUD has proved to be a very good tool, because what we have set out, if you went through our submittals carefully, we've limited certain uses to certain places within the PUD, and have identified that this is a conceptual site plan, and nothing will be constructed until this is
Bixby's a pretty neat place. I think it has a chance to become one of the premier communities in Oklahoma. And this development can and will help dictate for generations to come what Bixby will look like. We continuously work and invest to improve our homes and neighborhoods, and we ask that you do the same to help maintain our property values. Can we make this a desirable development? I know it's not likely to be a Utica Square, but something along those lines would be lovely. Or are we going to load it up with apartments and storage facilities? We just ask that you give these considerations careful consideration.
Thank you.
My views are going to center tonight on Area D, sounds like Area 66 or something like that, 56. You know, what I really would urge you to do is that may be 300 feet away, but I can see 300 feet, you know, and I would just urge you to consider not only the recommendations, but to really reinforcing the view that, you know, this wasn't my clever idea, but, you know, your seal says the garden spot of Oklahoma. I don't want 7 Lakes to be known as the subdivision with the view of the storage spot of Oklahoma.
Good evening. My name is Jay Walden, and I'm at 7341 East 119 Place. I'm going to speak to the staff report that I received on Friday. My understanding is there may be a revision of that that came out this afternoon. Is that? I don't have a copy of that, so rather than try to speak to that, which I don't know, I'm going to speak to the staff report that came out Friday. I'm going to speak to the staff report that I received on Friday. My understanding is there may be a revision of that that came out this afternoon. Is that? I don't have a copy of that, so rather than try to speak to that, which I don't know, I'm gonna speak to the staff report that came out Friday.